Yeah, we can start. Okay, so today I thought we can do some martial arts. So even the breathing, martial arts is very similar to yoga. Sometimes I feel like it's a more dynamic form. Um, Sometimes not so much. But the pranayama in both is very similar. So today we can do a pranayama that's great for warm up and it's great for lung capacity.
All
Okay.
right.
So start, just bring your arms to the side. And when you bring them here, push them back a little bit. So there's a point in your shoulders, ikde, like that. When you activate that point, it actually increases your lung capacity. So just, so like we'll just press it once or twice. Okay. And so on the side of the hand, your hand should be like this, flat, like you should be able to hold 2 teacups if you wanted to. Okay. And you're going to breathe in. We're going to hold. We're going to breathe in through the nose. We're going to hold a few counts and then we're going to breathe out through our mouth. Okay. So breathe in. And breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take as many counts as you want. You're going to bloat your stomach like that, like you should feel it like that, and hold it there. And then breathe out and push everything out. Okay. So we'll start in the same way. Okay. Breathe in, bloat, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe in, bloat your stomach, hold, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So same thing, but you're going to breathe out through your mouth. Sorry. Okay, so it's like pranayam, but you're pushing your stomach in and you're breathing out. Okay, so let's do that 10 times. Breathe in, load your stomach, and breathe out. Then breathe in, load your stomach, and breathe out. Okay. Now, fast, we're going to do breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so breathe in through your nose, load your stomach, and breathe out. So repeat. So it's both active breathe in and active breathe out. Okay, so let's do that 10 times. Now let's do that one more time, like 10 times more. Breathe in, out, 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 out. Bring your hands back to your knees. Take a few seconds to observe your breath. So now, so we're going to be doing a lot of, so for many of you, this might be the first time that you're trying anything martial arts related. So we'll start with the basics. We're going to start with kicks and punches. So let's just do some basic warm-ups that are necessary for that. Okay. So hands in your waist. Let's just warm up our neck. As you exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, inhale. 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 And come back to the beginning. Okay. Now, just roll your wrists and the other direction. Now take them to the side. I'm going to start with small circles, bigger circles, and now fast. And as you do this, bend your knees. So you should feel energy rushing to your fingertips. Okay. And reverse. Arms straight, bigger circles, and faster. Bounce. Okay. Shake them out. Okay, now I'm going to show you. So we're going to do bounce, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. So it's bounce, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, bounce, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Bounce, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Bounce, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Now come down, go as low as possible. And now with your knees, you're going to turn them like this. Actually, like this. Clockwise, 5 times. Anti-clockwise. Okay, so your quads should be burning right now. Okay, then at any point you can't see what I'm doing, just let me know because I'm in a different room, so the camera angle might be weird. Okay, hands on your waist, knees up. Now rotate the knees. 1. So not at the hip, you're not doing this. You're just keeping the hip straight and you're rotating. Okay, so rotate. 1, 2, 3, and kick. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, kick. Clockwise. 2, 3, kick. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, kick. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Okay. Now ankle rotation. So try to get the full range of motion here. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Clockwise. Okay, I did anti-clockwise first. Clockwise. Stretch your toes out. Perfect. So now, now we're going to start with basic kicking. Okay. So we want to make sure we're not injuring ourselves. So start really low. Okay. So just like this, just start kicking here. That's it. Okay. Let's just do that. just very low, below your hip height. So like do this 5 or 6 times. Okay, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if it feels slightly warmer, place your like this. Place your right leg slightly behind, your left leg slightly in the front. And now try to kick up till here. Don't try to kick too high, just up till here. Or wherever you can go comfortably. If you feel too much of a stretch on your hamstring, don't push yourself. Okay? Otherwise, you'll hurt yourself. That's why. Okay. So just 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 back. 4 back. 5 back. Switch legs. Other side. 1 back. 2 back. 3 back. 4 back. 5 back. Switch sides again. Now what we're going to do, we're going to try to go higher, but let's try to get some balance in. Okay, so take your right hand, make a wrist, and keep it at your waist. Okay, and take your left hand as you kick up. So let's just keep it at a low kick right now. So while you're here, this hand is going to go from the back. So from the back and come in the front. So it's going to be like that. Okay. If that's too confusing, just keep your hand here, wherever you want to kick. So if you want to kick here, keep it here. If you want to kick higher, if you think you're comfortable, keep it here, wherever you're comfortable. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. Now left hand to the waist, right hand here. So right hand is going to go like that with your kick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, excellent. Now let's try and kick higher. Yeah, let's try and kick higher. Okay, so this is to your right. This is going to go as high as you can. If you can't reach it, it's fine, but aim higher. Eyes are going to be on your target. Okay, so don't worry about looking at me or whatever. Look at your target and 1. So don't push yourself too much. Even if you can kick over your head, that's fine, but we're not warmed up yet. So if you don't feel comfortable trying to kick there, just kick as high as you can. Okay, the goal here is to stretch your leg out to get that energy flowing. It doesn't matter if you actually kick. Okay, so we'll do this 5 times. 1, 2, keep your hand as a fist to the side. 3, 4, 5. Okay, switch. Okay, left hand to the waist, right hand up, look at your target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Okay, so now we'll do the second type of kick. Okay, now I'll show you the kick without the hands first. Okay, so you're going to raise your knee here. You're going to raise your knee and then you kick out. So it's like a snap. Okay, raise and kick out. So when you see the actual kick, it's going to come like this. So that's the balance. Okay, so this is actually even lifting this up. It's good for your core strength, for your leg strength, for balance, because you should be able to hold this. Over time, you'll be able to lift it higher. Okay, and then you kick out. Okay, we'll come to the hands later, but I'll just show you right now. Hands are like this. And as you kick forward, your hands move back. Okay, so it's, so you're here. That's your kick. Okay, so we'll start with hands on the waist. Let's do this 5 times. Right leg back, lift and kick, back, lift and kick, back. So make sure you're not just kicking, make sure you're lifting and then kicking. And initially it might seem awkward, you lift it, you'll be like this, that's normal. But make sure you lift it because that's going to start exercising your core. Okay? So we're on number 3. 3. 4. 5. Okay. Switch left leg to the back. Hands on the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's try the same thing with the hands. Okay. Hands will stay to the front. And when you kick, they're going to go behind. Okay. So 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. Left leg at the back. 1, 2. Always look at your target. 3, 4, 5. Okay, very good. Okay, so there are more kicks, but before I tire you out, I tire your legs out, let's go to the punches first. Okay? So I'm going to show you the basic punch. So this is a horse position. Okay, so you come. It might be more comfortable to stay here for now because this is going to start hurting. And it's okay, that's part of your practice. But right now we're focusing on the punch. So even if you don't go really low, that's fine. You want to be able to focus on your punch, so stay a little higher. Okay? So from here, hands are going to be to the side. As you punch, you can have many targets. So for now, let's target the chest of the opponent. Okay? So this here is going to be my height. You will tend to punch here in front of your face. Look at the camera and bring your arm down. Okay? So a few things to remember when you're punching. Thumb in, fingers around it. Okay, the whole thumb is in. Okay. When you come out, you're not punching like this or like this or like this or like this or like this. When you come out, you're coming out straight. It's in and straight towards your target. It's here towards the target. It's here towards the target. It's here towards the target. Okay? And the position of your arms. Let's do this together. When you're here, your arm, keep your hands out normally. Now make a fist. Okay. Now you see how there's an angle here. Bring it down 15 degrees. So now you see how my arm is straight automatically. So I put my hand out. I made a wrist. So this was automatically like this. So I brought it down 15 degrees. So now it's 180 degrees. Now it's in a straight line. And I'm also here. Right? As like this, I did this, brought it down 15 degrees, but my wrist is still to the right. So I move it in 15 degrees. And now this whole thing is a straight line. If I put an arrow over here, the arrow is going to go straight like this. So it's straight towards my opponent. So you see, if my wrist was like this and I tried to punch someone, it's going to break the wrist. If my wrist was like this and I tried to punch someone, it's going to break the wrist. If my wrist is like this and I try to punch someone, it's going to break the wrist. So the wrist needs to be like this. You want to use this part. Okay? So let's try that. Finger in, thumbs closed, fingers around the thumb. Okay. Left hand to the waist, right hand to the waist. Let's punch it out. Okay, let's check our arms. Is it 15 degrees in and 15 degrees down? If yes, good. If not, you can correct yourself and that's also good. Okay, so let's do this 10 times. Okay, 1. Breathe in and come back. Breathe out. 2. Come back. So all of you, try to bring your hand a little lower. Like I said, the tendency when we punch is to raise our shoulders. So we go towards the face. You want to go towards the chest. So bring your hands here. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so 3. Back. Breathe out. 4. Back. Breathe out. 5. Back. Good. Same thing with the left hand. Check your position again. Thumb in, fingers around. If you put your hand forward, it should be 15 degrees in, 15 degrees down. So it's a straight line. See this? It's a straight line. You won't see the rest of my hand. Now I'm just bringing it here. It's a straight line. Okay? 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. 5. Back. Okay? So come up, take 2 breaths. Go down again. So you go down like this. Punch out, breathe in. Okay, let's do that again. Punch out, breathe in. Out, in. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to do alternate hands. Okay. So when I say 1, you're going to do. So you should see the reaction time. As soon as this hand comes here, this hand goes out. Okay. So 1. Okay. Lower. Bring your hand lower, always to the chest. Again, 1. Okay. 2. 3. 4. 5th one, let's make it perfect. Breathe out as you go out. 5. Good. Come up. Now we're going to do the same thing again. But now, when this hand is here, you're going to focus on when this hand is here and you're bringing it back and this hand is coming out. More than focusing on this hand coming out, bring your attention to this, the right hand coming back. Okay? So, you're punching and now your focus is on your right hand, on the hand that's coming back. Okay? So, let's do this again 5 times. But keep your attention on pulling this hand back. Then notice what happens to your body. Okay? To the top of your body. Okay. 1. 2. Focus on the hand coming back. 3. 4. 5. Okay. Good. We're going to do this one more time. I know you're sweating. I know your arms are hurting, but this is good for you. Okay. Now, I want you to focus. We're going to focus on pulling the arms back, but we're also focusing on the position of the arm in the front. Okay. So when you're punching, don't keep the punch here. Bring it to the middle of your body. So consciously bring this hand here and this hand. So it's almost like a twist, 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 twist. Okay. So focus, because constantly we tend to do this and this. This is going to hurt us. We won't get that much impact. If you're trying to punch somebody who's hitting you or trying to attack you and you go like this, your entire body is open. They're going to hit you. You're vulnerable. So what you want to do is be here. And now your entire body front is protected and you're punching. So let's try to get the hand in front of the body. Okay, 5 more times. Let's go. 1. Good. 2. Very good. 3. Look at your opponent. 4. You're not scared. 5. Excellent. Let's do one more set of kicks, then we'll come back to the punches. Okay, let's give our hands a little bit of a break. Okay. Now the next kick is a round, it's not a round kick, it's a fan kick. So it's going to be round like a fan. Okay, so I'll show you the full kick and then we'll break it down into steps. Okay, so what I did was I took my hands out and as they were coming down, so my legs followed my hand. So out, and while it was coming down, it kicked this, and it came down. So let's just practice this with our hands first. Okay, right leg behind. If I show you again, it might be confusing, so we'll just do it in steps. Okay, right leg behind, left leg in the front. Okay, hands are next to the leg that's behind. Yeah. Okay. Now bring the hands to the front. Whatever your front leg is, which is probably your left leg, bring it to the front and round. This is easy. Just round. Just the hands. Just round. Very good. Round. Okay. Now, when you bring it to the front, bring your leg up also. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Now, keep your hands on your waist and let's practice the full leg movement first. Then we'll combine it with the hands. Okay. So just bring your leg round. If it goes only this much, it's fine. If it goes this much, it's fine. If it goes this much, it's fine. Same thing, do it as per your capacity. Excellent. Okay. So let's do that again 5 times. 1. So the leg that's behind moves to the front. Okay. So you're not going from back to front. You're going from front to back. So, for example, if your left leg is behind, your left leg is in the front, your right leg is behind, bring the right leg to the left leg first in the front and then take it around. Good. Okay. So let's do this 5 times. 1, 2. You can keep your hands however you want for balance. 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Let's try that on the other side. Left leg behind, right leg in the front. Bring the left leg towards the right leg and then go down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay, now back again, right leg at the back. Now let's get the hands in. Okay. If you feel disoriented, it's fine. Just do what you can do. Just move. Okay. So now we're going to bring the hands in. And once the hands cross the hips, we're going to start moving the legs. Okay. So 1. Good. Okay. Again. 2. Very good. 3, 4, and 5. This is excellent for opening your hip joints. Okay, switch, left side. Again, from the back to the front. So bring your left hands to the left side. Bring it out. And then as you bring it out, your leg is going to follow your hands. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Makes me very happy. Okay. If somebody is attacking you on the street, I'll teach you a self-defense move using like these punches later at the end of the class. Not that I want anybody to attack, but just so that you know basic self-defense. Okay, cool. So now let's go back to punches, right? So again, position. Now, instead of punching down, we're going to punch to the face. Okay? So let's try that. Let's try single punch first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at your opponent. 6. You're not scared. You're focused. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? You come up. I'm going to help you deepen this punch a little bit, okay? So, when we're here, right now, you're punching here, right? Now, try to get your whole body into the punch. So, punch. So, you don't want to dislocate your arm. You want to pull it back after you punch, but throw your body into the punch. So, 1. You see that movement? That movement, that push and pull, that's giving you energy. So, 1, 2. Okay, so let's try that. On the top, you want to hit here. This is a pressure point. You're really going to hurt someone if you hit them here. Okay. So this is the Mianshi. This is the Anjul. Okay. They're both spots where you can hurt someone if you focus your energy correctly. Okay. So 10 times. Throw your body into the punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Focus. 7, 8. Breathe out. 9, 10. Okay. And breathe in. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's try to now. Okay, let's try to do a combination of punches. Okay. And then I'll teach you a self-defense move. Okay, so ready? Okay. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Your attacker should not have time to react. Okay. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Now I'm not going to say 1, 2. You're going to go 1. Okay. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And come up. Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. Okay. Now let's try self-defense move. Now it's difficult to show self-defense when you don't have a self-defense partner. Let's see. Okay. Not that my yoga mat would ever attack me, but let's imagine my opponent is here and my opponent is going to punch me. Okay. So see, the punch is going to come like this. Okay. So what is the easiest thing to do if somebody is punching you like this? Are you going to stop them? Are you going to push them back? Or are you just going to get out of the way? So if someone's punching you and the hand is coming like this, all you need to do is just move aside. See, coming, you move aside. Is that making sense? Making sense? Yeah? Okay. So, what do you do after the punch comes? Okay, let's practice that first. Punch is coming. Imagine someone is punching you. If you have someone around, ask them to come and pretend to punch you. Okay? So as they come, put your right foot forward and just turn. Like a door. So imagine you're a door. Somebody is punching you. How will a door turn on its hinge? Your left side is the hinge. So put your right leg forward and just turn on the hinge. So that's all it is. Just a simple movement. Okay, so punch is coming. You've dodged it. Okay. Now, for additional protection, just in case, you're moving, but you can also use your hand to protect your face, just in case. Okay. So now, take your right hand. Okay. So everybody has understood right leg forward and move. So everyone understood that? Yeah? Okay. So now, while you're moving with your right hand, or with your right leg, also just push your right hand forward. So it's not a whole, like it's not one whole entire move like that. You're just from here, you're just moving it here. Message that I missed. Okay. So this hand movement is just from here to the front of your face. Moving it all around doesn't make a difference. It doesn't help you. Why? Because your face can still be attacked, right? What's the point? You're not defending anything. All you need to defend your entire body is just to move your hand from here to here. Okay? So let's just exactly perfect. So just this much. So as we move our legs out, we're moving our body like this. We just add one more movement like this. Okay? So now your punch is coming like this, coming, and you've dodged it. Now from here, your opponent is here, the punch is here. Okay? You've dodged the punch, but see how close your opponent is? From here, you can just elbow someone. Okay? I'm teaching you very basic stuff. This is much easier to teach when you have a partner and you have someone. But just because we were ending this lesson, I thought it might be a fun thing to add in. To see
that is fabulous. I think although it looks simple, it's very useful and a lot of fun.
Yeah. And see, the more you start understanding your body, you'll understand another person's body also. So the way you understand your movement, the other person is going to move the same way. So the reflex action, if someone's punching, I was the attacker and I punched without any knowledge of how to move my body, and somebody did this to me, blocked. I'm already out of balance. I'm into the posture. So somebody that's standing here can just elbow me.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it's great because just as women, I don't know, I think self-defense is important. Right?
Yeah. So, and as men also, by the way.
Even as men, yeah. I'm sorry, yes, even as men. Absolutely. So yeah. So it gives you a different kind of confidence, you know. Like at one point when I started learning these like more advanced ones, I was like, can someone please attack me? And then I had to check myself, like, what thoughts am I getting? I'm so excited to try these moves. And self-defense, so martial arts is about like self-improvement. It's not about attacking someone else. It's to be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
But while doing that, you know, you should be like, you know, you'd rather be with an armory sitting in a garden, being able to defend yourself, than not knowing how to defend yourself and being in a war zone.
Yeah.
So, you know, you find that peace inside, find that peace outside. But if you need to defend yourself, you should be able to. But the goal of martial arts is always like that inner journey. And how do you, you know, your body is that temple in which that inner journey is happening. So you should take care of the body and you should be able to defend it also when necessary. So that is my understanding behind self-defense. And it's just fun. Maybe it's just because I have a violent streak somewhere which gets channelized properly. But yeah. So, okay, so let's try this move one more time, then we'll try it to the left side. Okay, this is very simple, very basic, and it's very reflex action kind of move. And if someone's attacking you, don't worry. Huh? Like if you're punching, you don't know what to do, react. Your body knows how to react. But the impulse might be to run away. Just recondition it to push it aside and create movement for yourself. Then punch and run away. Like, don't try to fight after that. So that was one big learning that I had in like if you're actually being attacked, like yeah, if you can run away, run away. You don't need to sit and fight. But if you're being attacked, if you're stuck, it's easier for you if a lot of times if you understand how your body is moving, it might be easier to move into your attacker, even though it's not intuitive, because you can do more damage from here than from here. If you're putting your entire body in and elbowing somebody, that's more than knowing like a whole bunch of martial arts movements from a distance. So if you can actually move into the body and attack, this is going to attack here or here, or just from here, a side, like a hammer fist, like this. This hammer fist is actually great for like breaking the jaw. So from here, it will have less impact. From here, you're really elbowing the person. So sometimes, like just breathe. If you're being attacked, breathe and keep your head around you and see what movement, what placement of your body will be best. So that's what, like, sometimes it's not always easy to run away. So, okay, one more time. Okay, so punch is coming. attack, defend, block, punch, or punch, whatever is comfortable. Okay. So let's do this 3 times on the right, 3 times on the left. Block, punch, block, punch. Look at your opponent. Block, punch. Okay. Now left side, same thing. Left leg comes to the front and body moves like this. And left hand comes to the face. Okay. So 1 and punch. Okay. Let's try that. Block, punch. Okay. Block, punch. Block, punch. Good. Now you can practice with your partner. And don't say I taught you. Okay. So do we want to end with like 2 minutes of meditation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just before we end, I think I would like to highlight a couple of things, Nandita. One is the importance of practice and importance of doing this continuously. So there are points of fatigue, there are points of tiring times, there are times of irritation, but I think those are more intrinsic and internal when we talk about these irritations. So getting passed through those irritations is one of the very important things during practice, and that is something that increases the self worth versus putting yourself down in situations. And I think that's one of the important learnings during martial art practices, where you pass through it basically, and that teaches you to pass through difficult situations in a way. So and the movements that you showed were simple, but you saw how much we sweat even during like just 30-40 minutes of practice. And
yeah, I turned my
that's
fan off and I'm sweating and I've been doing this for a while. So it's
yeah.
it's
I
intense.
hope Namrata, Ashlesha, Neha, all of you are enjoying this. Would like to hear from all of you a little bit.
Yes,
मजा आती है?
great. Yeah.
Good.
Superb, superb. Because I think it is more important to make this useful for you in your day-to-day routine, and also sweat that much. And I think that's very crucial for you to enjoy.
Any comfortable seated position, it doesn't have to be Padmasana. If you can't sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair. It's basically for any meditation, it's important to have your spine straight. So it doesn't matter like the other stuff, like it's fine. There are reasons to sit cross-legged. There are certain things that happen with your nadis, like you want to block certain things so that the flow goes from here. But primarily, the most important thing is to keep your back straight. That's all. So for now, focus on that. Okay. What we're going to do is just for 2 minutes, we're going to breathe. We're going to think of energy coming in first from the right side like this, then the left side, and then the center. Okay, so we're going to breathe in, and in. In, right, left, center. And just focus on that. Okay? Very simple. And I'll keep guiding you. Okay? Okay. Close your eyes. Take a few seconds to tune in with your breath. Make sure you're comfortable. We're going to try and stay still for the next few minutes. Okay. Now, as you breathe in through the right side of your head, the top right side. And breathe out. Breathe in from the top left side. And breathe out. Breathe in from the center. And breathe out. Breathe in from the right. Out. Breathe in from the left. Out. Center. Out. Right. Out. Left. Out. Center. Out. Right. Out. Left. Out. Center. Out. Continue at your own pace. Stay focused on the breath. If your attention wavers, that's okay. Bring it back to the breath. Focus on the breath. Just enjoy this feeling. Enjoy the breath in and the breath out. Enjoy the rhythm of the right, the left, and the center. If your mind is wavering, if you feel like moving your body, just watch the distraction. Don't fight it. And bring your attention back to the breath. And stay with the breath. Enjoy it. If your mind gets distracted, understand it is the nature of the mind. Don't fight it. Bring it back to your breath. Let's take one deep breath in. And exhale longer. Another deep breath in. And long exhale. Let's take one last breath in. As you breathe in all the gratitude for this practice. And as you breathe out love into everything around you. Feel that love around you. Be at one with the love around you. And as you become present to the love everywhere, recognize that that love came from you. You are love. You are infinitely loved. You are capable of giving infinite love. And you are love itself. And when you don't feel like that, bring yourself back to this moment and recognize that you just made a choice to create love around you. And you have that choice in every single moment of the day. You can choose love. You can choose peace. You can choose happiness. You can choose freedom. Let's take a deep breath in again. And once again, be grateful for the practice, grateful for our bodies, grateful to ourselves that we took the time to do this today. And let's send all that gratitude to everything around us. And gently take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, rub your palms, generate some warmth, and cup them over your eyes. And whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Don't forget to smile.
Wonderful. I think what a way to start a day. So thank you so much, Nandita. Superb. It was just fabulous. It's a pleasure to be at the session. And thanks, Sejal, Asdesha, Neha, Namrata, Priyanka, Divya for joining in.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great day.